When we get harassed, beaten up, and murdered by cops. When we can't get no jobs. When our parents, tíos, tías, and primos are taken away by ICE. When we're getting locked up and make up the majority in prison. When we can't afford to pay the rent.
Now that's war.
When we can't pay the bills.
Now that's war.
When our streets are dirty.
Here we go.
Before the Kenneth incident, I went and spoke at the Board of Supervisors meeting, similar to the meeting we're about to go to. And I spoke on how youth are criminalized on our train, and specifically the T train. And a couple days later, Kenneth was killed. And today, I'm here to reiterate the issue, and I don't know, the best thing to do is to get it on camera. That's what I think, cause since they got it on camera, they put it up on YouTube. I downloaded it from YouTube and put it up on TV. So the public gets to see what we pay these police to do.
Have you seen more pro-life occupation on the buses in the last couple of years? I personally seen it rise.
I definitely have. Before, when I used to catch the buses to school, I never saw police on the buses.
Yeah.
Ever.
Thank you.
I never even saw fare inspectors on the buses.
Thank you.
At all.
Thank you. And the way they mobbing now too, like candy. They roll up in the Mission and the Baby. Last word, can you talk about the media that you do as a young African descendant man? Why do you do media? What you do about it? Give some props to all that.
Well, what I do is we create our own propaganda.
Okay.
Because if you watch Channel 2 or Channel 4 or Channel 5, each channel is propagandized in a certain way, and it's usually in the favor of police, who often lie. And if you read even the Chronicles, they have lies written about specific individuals, myself included. They said that I told a cop, I called her a white pig bitch, and they said that I said I was gonna put one in her, and that they bleed too, and to show them they bleed too, I was gonna put one in her. But when actually and factually what I said was, y'all bleed too.
Yeah.
As simple as that. Y'all bleed too. Just like how we bleed, y'all bleed. And this was after an exchange, after she came up criminalizing a young
There's
boy.
no mistake about it. Whenever the police issue a communique, you need to get the seal of approval of the mayor's office. They don't operate in a vacuum. They're one end of gentrification, thank you, Tiny, and of displacement and the criminalization of poor black and brown people. So each one of those supervisors needs to be put on trial. They need to issue time-wise, with a dead end, okay? With a time limit, a proactive statement about what they want to get done, about the killing of Richard Hill and the killing of Kenneth Harding. White police is not under the legislation of the Board of Supervisors, but we need to get a proactive statement from them. Also about the occupation of Bayview, which is my hood since 1997, you have different police that are policing Bayview. You got PD, you got NOC unit, housing unit, juvie, and also rent-a-cop, the special force police. So when we say Bayview is under siege, we ain't joking, okay? Yeah. So we want to see a dramatic decrease of the criminalization and oppression of our poor black and brown brothers and sisters in Bayview. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Bray Carpenter, born and raised in San Francisco, Bayview, Hunters Point District. And I feel like one issue that really needs to be addressed that isn't on the 5 points is the police occupation of our muni lines. And people shouldn't be criminalized for not having fare on a bus or on a train. There's no reason why a police officer should be chasing someone down for not having a transfer on a train. And anytime we address a problem, we need to address the problem at the root of the problem. And for the Kenneth incident, the root of the problem is the police on our trains. Criminalizing our youth and our adults as well.
Thank you.
'Cause I've been chased down by police for not having a transfer. I've had backup called on me for not having a transfer and been chased. They sent about 10, 15 cars to chase me down for a transfer. So this is not an isolated incident. There have been women beaten for not having a transfer. Women slammed on the ground with their kids and everything. And I broadcasted it on my show recently. It was about 8 months prior to the Kenneth incident. A woman got slammed to the ground for not having a transfer on a T train. So this is in no way an isolated incident. So we definitely need to speak on Muni and the police on Muni. And we need to do something about policing these crooked cops who are over abusing their authority. And that's it. And yeah, stop messing with the truth tellers, because I also went to jail for speaking up on the truth. I went to jail for pointing out different things that the cops have done to me and to people that I know from my neighborhood. I was taken to jail a day after I had an interview on Channel 29 speaking on some corruption of a couple cops, Fowler and Luchetti in particular. It definitely needs to stop. Political prisoners are being taken every
media
day.
spin to deal with all these things, you know, constantly get portrayed. Oh, these activists, they're disrupting. No. What's disrupting things is the militarization of our neighborhoods. What's disrupting things is the criminalization of our youth. What's disrupting things is police assassination with no justice. And I'm really happy to see everyone come out here today, because we need to make that clear, not just with our words, but with our bodies. That, as I began with, we ain't going nowhere. We're gonna keep coming. We're gonna keep bringing.
When we get harassed, beaten up, and murdered by cops. When we can't get no jobs. When our parents, tíos, tías, and primos are taken away.